Hello, felons and melons, and welcome back to Gone Rogue. Last time we had a short intermission, and this time we're going to head to the Black Eagle prison to free Andrew. Black Eagle has a lot of people, a lot of security systems, being that it is in fact a prison, lots of steel doors, 6 security cameras, 2 computers, 2 to 4 doggos, code lock chests, and bloodhound chests, especially on high difficulty bloodhound chests. As far as specializations, we're going to go ahead and bring factory worker. We're going to go ahead and bring leader of the pack. We're going to bring scout. And we're going to bring something... Well, first we're going to bring witch doctor to have a little fun. And we're going to bring something new. We're going to bring the phantom. Jack moves very carefully and leaves no trace. All hostile characters with their bloodhound and sixth sense abilities, they're blocked. So in fact, like they don't have them. It's pretty great. I think it also has an additional property that we'll talk about. But before that, let's go ahead and pick out what we're going to bring for our items. We're going to bring one of these melancholias for one particular gentleman. We're going to bring the MP pistol for one particular security thing. A petard for one specific camera. And we're going to bring some second breath because this is a longer mission. We're going to bring some Lod because, Lod knows I need it. Aha! Anyway, I also will get that. I don't think we actually need to bring Lod. And also, I didn't mean to bring that. Let's bring... those. What else did I want to bring? I can't remember. More brain stems would never go amiss. I don't need any more petards. Do I want some forward march? Yeah, why not? I don't really bring that a whole bunch. And we got tons of it, so let's use it. Anyways, as far as what we're going to bring for tools, we're going to bring our lockpicks. We're going to bring our lockpick, which is not a lockpick, the electronic lockpick. Hydraulic cutter. We're going to bring a drill, full durability. And we're going to bring a hacked access card. It's like lethal. You could bring like the Dakota or the hacked boss card. I sure could. But the 2 computers in here don't really have a sense of urgency. So we're going to go ahead and bring just the little baby card for babies. Let's go. Prison Black Eagle. Black Eagle is not a prison. It is a real torture chamber where people are tortured to their absolute death. Only in the most corrupt, insane, and cruel world would such a place be possible. Our main goal, free Andrew. Our additional goals, not to cause a ruckus. Let's go. As you would expect, this state prison is huge. It has crevasses, it has bridges, it's got spotlights, it's got it all. But it's probably not as hard as you'd expect. I expected it to be a lot harder. But here's our first bloodhound of many. Try to count them all. I'm not exactly sure how many there are. And we're very talented at hiding in bushes, being that we have such thief mastery. That is not a bloodhound. That is a Doberman, but good try. There's another Doberman. Now, our first task here is to actually get across this particular bridge. The problem is we have this spotlight up here. There's 2 ways to get rid of that spotlight. The first is to go into this building, and there's an electrical box you can hack and just turn it off there, and that's pretty easy. There's also some stuff down here, which is really of no note, but we have, some debris and whatnot. Anyway, getting back to this, how else would you turn this off? Well, if you follow these over here, it leads you over to this. Well, let's go over here and see what this is. This generator supplies power to the streetlights, and more importantly, the spotlights. Hey there, doggo. As he passes by, scratching behind the ears. I'll say, leave little paw prints for their pathing. I didn't notice that before now, but it's adorable. A lot of things going on here, and it's fairly intimidating. Go and jump in. There's a book right there we would like to pick up before we leave. But we need to be somewhat specific with the timing here. We have a control panel. We, of course, have the dog outside, and we have this guy in the camera. As soon as that dog's right there, we should be able to start working on this. There you go. Let's go grab the electronics. And then let's jump through the window. There we go. And just like that, the spotlight has been handled. Let's go back here. We have our first bloodhound buddy. This guy also a bloodhound. I'm just going to stand right next to him. How you doing, friend? We have this guy across the bridge. This guy does not move. Does not move. He's very rude. Or maybe he's just very diligent in his duties. But now we're over here. Oh, he will certainly move. Anyway, we have the prison. There's several ways of ingress. We have the front door. We have 3 windows here. All of them are possible entry points. You also might go over here and say, hey, is this an entry point? Nope, that's a exfiltration sort of route. You could also go around at the beginning, but this is much more accessible. You might go up here and say, hey, I could get in through his pipe. Nah, you're too... Jack's badonkadonk just a little too big for that. But there's one other way. And that's the way we're going to go. Also make sure to go behind this truck over here for a free checkpoint route. See? That guy moves. Just when you go by. He's a dick. There's another bloodhound. So if you didn't have the Phantom specialization, you're going to have a time with this level. So make sure you have the Phantom. I mean, you have no excuse not to have it. Anyway, as we turn around this corner, go ahead and get around here before he spots us. We have this down here. An unbearable door. So now we have an even higher difficulty than very high. We'll make easy work of this. Don't worry, he can't hear us from up there. He's on a slightly different Z level, even though we're both outside. It doesn't matter. What matters is we're going to break in here. And then we're going to be in the prison. Lots of dead bodies around here. They don't do a good job cleaning up. Let's go ahead and take some second breath. There we go. Now pay attention to these guys. Ready to go to the post? Yes, sir. What's the password then? Password is 0001. Well, I need to write that down. Otherwise, I might forget. Of course. No, I'm going out. Today I have to go home early. My wife got a piece of fresh meat somewhere. She didn't disclose from where it, originated, but I'm sure it's fine. She promised to cook me goulash for dinner, which is her signature dish. There are no incidents at the post. I left the keys in the upper warehouse behind the boxes. Which boxes? The boxes. This is another case where the things don't exist unless you read the note, which is very infuriating. Anyway, we can get some free stuff in here. Baton and some rations and some money. There's also a cleaver there if you want it. Suppose I want it. Go and take some pills. Because we need to get in here as quickly as possible before that thing swivels back. There we go. Easy peasy. Thank you for arresting me before I could cause any more trouble. Fortunately, your condition is curable. And in a few years, you will be able to return back as an exemplary member of society. Let me just go ahead and take your pistol and whatnot while you guys have this conversation. Party bless your kindness. I can't remember what his voice was. It doesn't matter. Protocol for witnesses interrogation. Please introduce yourself. Sylvia Black. Hereditary certified clairvoyant to the 5th generation. Swear in the Holy Scripture that you will tell the truth and only the truth. I swear by the health of the enemies of the party. Tell everything you know about what happened. I see a dark room. The black-haired, middle-aged man turned to the wall. Now he's turned around. He's got a knife in his hands. He goes to the next room. I hear screams. I see blood through the crack in the door. That's how I see it. Sorry, I can't watch anymore. It's far too hard. I understand you. You've provided invaluable assistance to the investigation. I'm glad I can use my gift for the benefit of the state. Very good. Anyway, we're done with this room. Sir, I'm going to go ahead and take what you have in your pocket. You are not going to mind it. What are you doing, Jacko? Sometimes Jacko, man, he just likes to be difficult. I don't know why. Anyway, that's key to a lot of the doors downstairs. Let's go ahead and get this ready. We're going to grab this kit, and then we're going to go into the door over here. Let's grab the sedative powder. Come on, Jacko. Alright, go ahead and get that lock picked open. Where are we going now? I'm not exactly sure. But we got some third breath, not second breath. Even after death, they're not destined to leave this place. They're throwing them down the tubes. Go ahead and just avoid yours. Pardon me. Got some vodka and a microscope here if you want to help yourself. I do not. Also, I think he has something, but it's not anything crazy. There's a backup generator. That's why some of the lights continued away. That's right. That's why Lethal came this way. The place is huge. I know I haven't really done a good job, covering it. But don't worry, we're going to be visiting everywhere. There's no sense of urgency on this one, so we're just going to use the soldering iron that we got for free. I opened that door before we did this, because that guy's going to come in here. Let's go ahead and leave. There we go. Let's see, I had some more second breath. Go ahead and use that. Oh yeah, I forgot I have a placebo root. I should probably put that to work. I don't know anything about these people. I don't know what they're guilty of. But all I can see is the pain of living flesh, the terrifying doom of life, and the ruthless cruelty of people. I can't even remember my children's names anymore. Well, you're free now, boyo. If you wanted to, you could enter down here into the basement from the courtyard, which we can kind of see here. We can't see the hatch, though. It's locked, and we cannot get up there from this angle. It's not really a big problem, though. This is why I wasn't concerned about the lot earlier. These people are completely oppressed. The spirit's broken by endless torture and threats. Remind me, what does the sun look like? Looks like a big old ball of fire. But even if I open up all these doors, no one will dare to escape from here. All I have left is an hourly, minute-by-minute struggle with my own body. Hunger, cold, toothache, stomach pain are now my enemies and my companions. There's no longer any question of resisting during interrogations. Resisting will only achieve nothing but pain. So it is better that I lose right away. I only pray this is all over as soon as possible. The result is no longer important to me. I hope you enjoyed me narrating my own note. Yeah, it's pretty nice of you. I got nothing else to do down here. Oh, good time. And while we're in the neighborhood, why don't we go over here, shall we? Let's not trust Jacko's pathfinding. It's kind of stupid. Alright, if I'm not mistaken, this should get rid of some laser beams, including this guy. We can also use this to open up all the doors. So we might as well. We have a cook over here. I think he has just like a cleaver and something else on him. Here's the other point of ingress. You have the windows and the doors over here. Or the front door, rather. We'll be in here later to pick up a few more things. Also one of the few computers in here. Very high difficulty. Alright, those people is all free. Jacko, can you please not walk into there? Alright, this is the main reason I brought the EMP. And be very careful with how you aim it at this thing. Because it's very easy to have just unfortunate circumstances. Lethal speaks from experience. Let's also go ahead and work on this. Hey, there's a familiar face. There we go, he's free. Go ahead and wait over here. I could actually wait a little closer. But let's not aggravate Andrew just yet. He has a key on his person, that's why he's glowing gold, by the way, in case you forgot. We got an update. Jack, is that you? Oh, how did you end up here, too? Let me go and open this. You did it! You opened the door! Yeah, let's save your gratitude for later. Let's just get out of here. Oh, of course, only I'm afraid I'm too weak to run. Yeah, but you're skinny enough that you could just go through this pipeline over here that Lethal Sora pointed out earlier. How's this for an idea? Once you get outside, you go to the bottom of the ravine and head east. Eh? But how about you? Well, I'll have to get out of here the usual way. So I'll catch up with you soon. Do you hear that? There's some kind of commotion downstairs. Come on, we don't have much time. Alright, so he's going to get out of here, and like I kind of pointed out before, here's that little spot right there. It looks a lot foggier than it was before, which is suspect, but don't worry about it, it's fine. Let's go ahead and throw one of these. This is why I brought that singular petard. That's just for you. Fuck yourself. We have some other things we can mess with. Not exactly sure if that one does. This is metal. We'll get that in just a moment. It's not important. What's important is this. What is this place? It's not prison, it's hell. So I got 2 more uses on this guy? Haven't been getting good rolls on this. Now this is the guy I brought the Melancholia for. You can go ahead and play with him a lot. It's really not that hard to go through the room, but it can be very tedious. So I'm not going to let it be tedious. This is how we're going to solve this. We're going to go like this. We're going to run out of the room. And as soon as he comes through, we're going to give him one of these. That's for you? Nope. Okay, he stopped caring. He should have stopped caring by now. Okay, he's going back to his desk. He doesn't give a flip. Transfer notification. Thomas Finch. Article contraband. Dissemination of ideas discredited in the honor of the party. Characteristic. Unreliable element. Conclusion of medical commission. Fit. Conclusion of party commission. Meets the criteria. Which criteria? Who knows? Prepare the prisoner for a transfer from prison block A, Epsilon block. Observe the regime of silence and increase secrecy. So this is what we need for another thing right here, which you may have not known. Let's actually look at the old journal. Information for the informant. This is for Bill. He asked me to look for some information about his brother, Thomas Finch. The communication with him was interrupted a few months ago when he was in Black Eagle prison, which, there you go. So Bill will be happy for once in his life. Now we just sort of have a whole use of this room without any sort of problem. That's why we gave him the Melancholia. 2 minutes of time in this game is a long time. Control the surveillance cameras. Let's turn all those off. And we don't have to worry about that nonsense anymore. And now let's see what you got on your desk. What you got? Interrogation protocol. This is a different one. For some reason, I thought it was the same one. We are acting on behalf of the party. We have a few questions for you. We have a few questions for you. Of course, am I guilty of anything? You'd better be quiet. We will ask the questions here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Shut up, please. It will be much better for you if you do. You have committed a very serious crime. What crime? We don't know yet, but we intend to find out. What I do. What are you scared of? If you're innocent, then why are you so afraid? Well, I'm not really guilty. If you're not guilty, then why would we interrogate you then? I don't know that. The recording is erased. All right, you're free now. But do not try to leave the city. You will now be under round-the-clock tracking. As soon as it turns out what your fault is, we will send for you. Now get out of here. But not out of here as in out of the sea. You understand what I'm saying. Don't be smart. Anyway, let's go ahead and do some of this. Good old Melancholia. There we go. We got a jewelry box, an officer's pistol, spare to the leader, and a photo camera. I'm going to take... just take all of them. Just take all of them. Let's go and get in here. See if I can get a good roll on my picks. Throw me potato salad. There it is. Some money. You can get a whistle here. I might as well. Whistle is a tool, of course. And he also has an iron. You may have noticed an iron downstairs as well in the interrogation chamber. So let's see. The whistle, it just makes a noise, attracts the attention of others within a 16-meter radius. And after completion, it can be used again. So if you wanted to use this to get out of this particular room, you could. But it's unnecessary when you have Melancholia. You just blow it over here, he looks this way, you circle around, leave the room. Let's just go ahead and see what's in this box and then leave, alright? More sedative and sleeping powder. Always a big fan.